There we are. We are live. My name is Aaron Parker, and I am so excited to be here with an absolute rock star. We have Miss 50K affiliate, Candace Byrd Davis in the house. Say hello to everybody, Candace.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Super fired up, super excited to be here with you guys tonight.
Man, this is going to be awesome.
Power team.
Yes, the power team's in the house. Power team, what's up, everybody? Make some noise. We are looking at the live chat here. I see we got Florida, Vermont, Texas, Montana, California. You guys are just blowing this thing up. If you're here live, you have time right now. You can share this video with your team. Get this out to everybody because you do not want them to miss this. And also do me a huge favor is on this video on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up on this video. We'd appreciate it. So Candace is an absolute rock star in the industry. She is a 7-figure earner, and now she's with Hempworx. And so she's going to be sharing with you a little about her story and some success tips on how she hit the massive rank of 50K affiliate in a very short period of time. And we first met, was it in Anaheim or was it Vegas? Which one was it?
It was Anaheim.
Anaheim. So we got to share the stage at the Anaheim Roadshow, speaking on the success panel, and we were sitting right next to each other, and our energy and excitement and passion just lit up the whole room. You know, I thought I was excited, but she just makes me look like I'm sleeping, which is awesome. I love it. And we just hit it off. You know, I mean, we have a lot in common with our energy and our passion and excitement. And I'm just so excited and grateful. I just want to kick this off and I want to express gratitude because this is the first time, definitely the first time since I've been with My Daily Choice, and maybe the first time ever, I don't know, where I've actually had a top leader that was not part of the power team come in and do training for the power team. So number one, that speaks very highly of Candace for me to have her on here training for the power team. But I think mostly it speaks volumes for her because she's not on the power team, guys. And she's taking her time to come out today and share success tips with all of you, with all of us. So I want everyone to just help me in giving massive gratitude to Candace because I am so grateful that she's taken the time to do this. It means so much. And we were actually just in Phoenix at the Roadshow. Again, both of us had the honor and the privilege to actually speak on stage. Candace absolutely blew everyone out of the water. And I'm just telling everybody right now, if you have not been to a Roadshow, I don't know which one she's going to be going to, but you want to get there to see her on stage because she is just fire. It's unbelievable. And then after the event, we had a chance to have dinner together with her, me, her husband. It was phenomenal. The masterminding that we did, I mean, I got tremendous value from it. And, you know, here's the bottom line. Here's why we're here. She said some things at that dinner. This was just last week. And I was like, Candace, I was like, is there any way you would be willing to share some of this with my team? Because they are going to just freak out and just be blown away and get so much value from what you have done, where you come from, and, you know, the success that you've had. And she was like, absolutely. And I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. So we set it up and we're here. It's like unbelievable. So Candace, I just want to, again, thank you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I appreciate your time. And I'm going to just kind of, you know, we'll go back and forth here, but I want to just kick it back to you about anything that I just said. Take it away.
You know, Aaron, I definitely want to tell you, thank you. I truly don't take it lightly that somebody of your magnitude, somebody of your character, a leader of your stature, you know, really trust somebody else to come in and, you know, have some words with their team, because I know it's like Papa Bear, and, you know, people are very protective of their teams. So I don't take it lightly that you trust me to be here with the power team tonight. You know, I'm super excited just to be able to, you know, be in business with you, to not just call you my business partner, but to also call you my friend. You know, I told you before I got into Hempworx, My Daily Choice, I was kind of doing some investigative measures. And one thing that I said was, I was like, hey, you're Aaron Parker. I stalk you on YouTube. So, it's kind of cool now just to, really be here and be in business with you and be cultivating a relationship with you. And, Anaheim, it was super powerful, guys. When we were out in Anaheim, as he said, we were on the success panel and we were sitting side by side. And the minute he started speaking, I'm sitting there thinking, how in the world do I come behind that energy? But, I'm one of those believers, guys. You have an amazing coach, an amazing mentor, an amazing leader with Aaron and Kathy that, energy is contagious. So when he popped off on the stage, the only thing that I could do was pop off in return. And then, as he said, when we were out in Phoenix this past weekend, absolutely amazing. The things that he said while he was on stage. And I don't know if I have that notebook with me here, but I have it here. But there were so many things. And one thing that I learned in this industry is to always be a student. And, they always say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that day in Phoenix, the teacher appeared on the stage, and I got a lot from Aaron. And although he said he got a lot from me at dinner, Aaron, I don't take it lightly that you just imparted a lot of your wisdom on me too. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the road shows. Just to let you know, I will be in Wichita, Kansas on April the 6th. And then, of course, our roadshow tour goes to Dallas, Texas on the 13th, on the 20th, Houston on the 4th. I think it's Atlanta. I think I'm missing something in between, but here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Events will do for your business what you cannot do alone. And I know Aaron may probably tell you 1.5 million times, get to an event. He's not saying it just to say it, because Aaron knows, just because of his success in the industry, what the event will do for you. So make a commitment. If you don't know what the events are that are coming up, go to hempworxevents.com, look at the list, make a sacrifice. And I'm telling you guys, get to one of those events between now and June 1st. And I promise you, whatever your 2019 looks like now, after that event, it's going to be completely different. So yes, Aaron, I'm super excited to be here. And again, I thank you, my friend.
Awesome. Yeah. So guys, these events, I put it in the comments on this video. You want to make this a favorite. You want to write it down. Hempworxevents.com. Now, Candace, I just want to confirm you'll be in Wichita. You said Wichita?
I just got notification 2 days ago that I'm going to Wichita.
Okay. So Wichita, you said Dallas, Houston, and Atlanta. And what about St. Louis or Nashville?
I know that I will definitely be doing Nashville, St. Louis, and New Orleans are kind of, I'm trying to juggle them. I'm a mom. So, trying to make some little changes because my son is an athlete and he has some combines coming up. So trying to make a little changes there.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm telling you guys, if you can get to any of these, you are in for a treat to be able to experience Candace on stage and what she's going to share. I'll just let everyone know quickly. I will be in Dallas, Houston, St. Louis, Atlanta, and Nashville, all 5. And then when they announce Florida, I'm here in Florida, so I'll be going to Florida as well. These road shows are game-changing events for your business. Do not miss them. Do not miss them. And they all lead to Vegas convention this October. We're only 6 months away. It's going to be a massive celebration in Vegas with, I believe, up to 10,000 people. Woo! So you definitely want to get your tickets fast for that, no doubt. So Candace, I would love for everyone to just get a quick idea of your background. I know that you've made, 7 figures in this industry. And so if you could just share with everybody, I think it would be powerful to people to understand a little bit more about your background, your story, and why Hempworx, why My Daily Choice with everything that's out there.
Absolutely. So for those of you guys who, never heard my story, don't know who I am, of course, Candace Byrd Davis. I hail from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, born and raised. Of course, I went out to a couple cities and lived for some time, but always found my way back home. But much like a lot of you all on here, I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I have 2 amazing children. Giovanni will be 10 in June. Javon Jr. will be 17 next month. So, I'm kind of hitting that a little bit hard right now. But, just being honest, Aaron, I was an insurance agent by trade for 15 years. And I was truly loyal to corporate America, not realizing corporate America was going to be loyal to me. And, there's a lot of us who say this and it sounds very cliche, but I thought that I was living an American dream that quickly, and I mean quickly, turned into a nightmare. So about 4.5, 5 years ago, my husband and I found ourselves going through a deep, dark moment to where we ended up going through 2 repossessions and a foreclosure all within 45 days. We ended up losing an investment portfolio a little over $500,000 because of stupid decisions. But at that time, I almost let my pride and my ego get in the way. That when a friend of mine gave me a call and he was like, hey, Candace, I want you to take a look at this thing. I really think that it can help you. And the first response, Aaron, was, I'm not going to get in no pyramid scheme. Are you crazy? Like, what do you think of me? And he was like, no, listen, I just want you to dial in, listen to this phone call. Tell me what you think. So I dialed into the call, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was skeptical, but I knew that my back was not just up against this wall. My back was going through the wall. And I knew that I needed to make a decision. So I said, you know what? I'm hearing a lot of people having success. I'm scared of the industry, but I'm willing to go ahead and try it. So to be honest with you, I joined my previous company November 23rd of 2014. I spent 4 amazing years there. Was
that your first company in the industry?
Yes.
Wow. So this is your second network marketing business.
This is my second real network marketing business.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing.
So, and it was funny because, I got into that business, and in my first 6 months, not making any income claims, guys, but I had a grind. I had a hustle. I needed to save my home from foreclosure. I had a lot going on. So in my first 30 days in business, I did about 14,000. In my first 6 months, I did 157,000. I turned around and I stepped out on faith, and I asked my husband to, retire himself from his job, and he did. Our first 11 months, we did 321. By 18 months, I did 500. By 25 months, I think I was at a 3/4. And then I broke that $1 million mark. And it's just been pretty amazing since then. But it wasn't what I was able to do. It's just because of training, coaching, and mentoring other people. Along the way, I created a lot of 6-figure earners, 4 multiple 6-figure earners, and it's just amazing. So how I got introduced into Hempworx, and guys, I'm going to be honest with you, for those of you guys who are on here, you got the pot of gold in your hand, because I was way stupid. And I told Aaron this, I said, I was stuck on stupid and leaning on dumb at the same time, because I got introduced into My Daily Choice in 2014 by a friend of mine, again, right whenever I was joining my previous company. And I said, you go ahead and sell your deer antler spray. And his words to me were, you go sell your pee in a jar. So I want you to catch that. So we went on our merry way. 2017, got shown it again. I said no. 2018 in October, I said no. Turned around, November of 2018. At that point, I knew that I was in transition from my previous company, and I knew that I was open. I knew that I was looking. And My Daily Choice came to me again. And I'll be honest with you, when the comp plan got printed out, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's cute. And I threw it to the side. It was a couple days before Thanksgiving. My brother was visiting here at the house. And for anybody who has heard this story, my brother's been an addict for over 15 years. And we dealt with in and out of rehabs, all kind of things. And one of the number one things that I'd asked him, I was like, what's going on? Like, what was different now that you've been able to become clean compared to before? And he pulled something out of his pocket. And what he pulled out of his pocket is what led me to this company, because the same brand that was on that bottle is the same brand that's on my shirt right now. And the same brand that Aaron is getting ready to hold up. So when that happened, I was more open to taking a look at the business, just because it changed my family's life, and I didn't even know that it did it at the time. So long story short, I reached out to Josh and Jenna, got some products, started trying some products. I was trying the products for about a month, Aaron, a month. And then I finally said, you know what? This comp plan is amazing. The products are rocking. They changed my brother's life, changed my life, my son's life, and I'm seeing everything going on. And I said, yes. And in our first 29 days, I was able to go 50K affiliate, got another 50K affiliate on the team, 25K affiliate, 5 10K affiliates, 3 5K affiliates, all within 29 days. I actually went 50K in 19 days, just because my excitement, Aaron, just like yours, my excitement for these products, for the compensation plan. If anybody knows me, I'm one of those ones that, Aaron, if you're within an arm's length of me, you're going to hear about what I have to offer. And if you don't like it, turn around and walk away. It's okay. Tell me yes or tell me no. Tell me quick. I got to go. So that's pretty much how I got in to Hempworx and my daily choice. That's kind of like the story of Candace Byrd Davis.
Wow. I love that. Tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go. Did I say it right?
You said it right. Listen, we don't have any time to waste, because if you're not interested, there's somebody else who wants exactly what I have. And I'm not going to waste my time talking to you about it if it's not you right now, because just because you told me no, that doesn't mean no, not ever. You already know how it is in network marketing. That just means it's not the right time. It's not the right place, or I don't have enough money. So, okay, tell me yes or tell me no. Tell me quick. I got to go on to the next one.
Wow. All right. So, man, who's getting value? Who just loves the story? I mean, absolutely incredible success that Candace has had in a very short period of time. If you're getting value, drop a comment, hit like on this video. And by the way, when we're done here, you'll be able to share this out with your team. So don't worry about sharing now if you're on live. The same place where you're watching this is where you can send people to watch the recording of this. So what I'd love to do, Candace, is, when we were at dinner, you said something and my jaw dropped. And I'm personally, just my personality, I'm a little uncomfortable. And I kind of shared this with you about this topic. But when you said this, I was blown away.
No problem. Pause. Let me take it from here. No problem. Because listen, power team, I would much rather hurt your feelings than harm your future tonight. So I just asked Aaron, when I was talking to Aaron in Phoenix, I had said something to him and he sat back and he started thinking about it. And he said, I can't do that. And I said, oh, but you can. And if you won't, I will. And, one of the number one things that I realized is, how did and I want you to write this down. The fastest way to success is storytelling, because we know that facts tell, stories sell. When I was recruiting in this business, when I was calling people, even to this day in this business, my motto was always, you remind me so much of. One of my focuses is that I make sure that I learn everybody's story, or as many leaders' stories as possible. And I told Aaron, and I was transparent. I said, Aaron, I made more money off of your story than your team probably did. And he was like, wow. He was probably thinking I was cocky, but I was being confident because I knew how I was able to share the story. So guys, here's what I want to tell you. One of the number one things is you have to realize that the stories are what is going to recruit people into the business. Because what happens is, especially if you're new in this business, and this is what I've been talking to my team about and doing some personal mentoring. If you're new into this business, think about this. That person that you're talking to, their first thing that they always want to say is, Cecilia, well, what kind of success have you had? And that's like a brick wall to you. But it's not about you. The person who can edify that next person is going to win, because that's almost like you clapping for somebody else. And whenever it's time for them to clap back, they will. So what I mean by that is this. As I was talking to people in business, matter of fact, one of my business partners, Jason Stone, I reached out to him and I write this down. The way you're going to start this off is, you remind me so much of. Because then when I call these people, I don't care whose story it is, but in regards to Aaron Parker, I could be talking to somebody and I'm just going to look at one of the chats here and I'm going to see, matter of fact, let's just say it's Carlos Martinez. Let's just say Carlos, big ups to Carlos Martinez, 25K affiliate, woo woo, killing it right now. Okay, but listen, let's just say Carlos was one of my good guy friends. And I called Carlos up and I wanted to introduce him to the business. But what I would say is, you know what, Carlos, I'm super excited that I got you on the phone today, because you know what? You remind me so much of one of my business partners, Aaron Parker. Do you know who Aaron Parker is? Of course, Carlos is going to say no. I'm like, man, Aaron Parker is an absolute rock star. And you remind me so much of him, because you know why? He's a father just like you. And the crazy part is, only a year ago, him and his wife, Kathy, found themselves in a moment of time where financially they weren't making it. You know, it got to the point that they were in between jobs. And Carlos, I'm going to tell you, it got so bad that they had to, you know, start seeking public assistance to be able to support their kids. And I know how hard life is for you right now. And before you get to that point, I wanted to share the story with you, because what's so amazing is Aaron said yes to this company. And let me just tell you, in like 6 months, he became a 6-figure earner. He's a 100K affiliate. And you know what, Carlos, I know you don't know what that means. He's getting ready to go 250K affiliate. But what that means is he's a multi-6-figure earner in this business. So Carlos, the only reason why I'm calling you is because you reminded me so much of him. And if this can work for him, I'm most certain that it can work for you. So will you do me a favor as my friend, Carlos? We're having an opportunity Zoom with the power team tonight at 9 o'clock. All I want you to do is get on. Listen to Aaron's story. Give me your honest opinion and let me know what you think about this business. But you remind me just like the rock star that he is. And you know what, Carlos, I really believe that this business is going to be an opportunity for you to change your life. Let's go ahead with Sealy Smith. Talk to one of my girlfriends who have kids whose kid might have an ailment. You remind me so much of Sealy J. Smith. Do you know who that is? No, I don't know who that is. Well, listen, she was looking for a product to be able to give a remedy to her child because he was having electronic tremors of the brain. You guys catch what I'm saying? And she tried many different products and she had an allergic reaction to the one, and she stumbled across this product from Hempworx. Not only did it change her son's life, but it changed her financial future. I know what you're dealing with the ailments of your kid. And all I'm saying is when she looked into this business, she decided to share this product around the world and she became a 6-figure earner. You remind me so much of Megan Shudard. You remind me so much of Ron Deering. You remind me so much of, because when you tell somebody that no matter what deep, dark, depressive moment they're in, you remind me of this person that's on a higher level. So that's saying, hey, I want to pick you up and put you on a pedestal with Aaron Parker. I want to tell you how you look just like him. And if he could do it, you can do it. So, you know, a lot of the ways that I was able to get people to look at the business was you remind me so much of. But while I was in the business, I made sure that I focused on the stories. Because again, facts tell, stories sell. I'm going to tell you, one of my good friends, Pam, suffers from celiac disease. So guess whose story I told her about? And she's in the military. You remind me so much of Jenna Zwagel. Do you know who that is? Listen, she stumbled across this product because she was looking for some remedies for her celiac disease. Not only was it able to help her, but she decided to start a business with this product and boom, and then just start telling her story. But you know, a lot of the times you don't have to sell them the business, you sell them the story. Because here's what I did understand in this industry. Number one, people do not like to be sold, but they love to buy. So if I can't sell you my product, I'm going to sell you the story. So by default, you're going to turn around and either buy into the business or buy into the product. So Aaron, if you don't mind, I want to move forward with a couple other little things, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely, guys. The comments are blowing up right here. I mean, that is so powerful. And I'm going to be like really humble myself because, you know, I've had more success with My Daily Choice and Hempworx than I've ever had in my entire life. But listening to Candace and learning from her, I feel like an amateur. I feel like I have so much to learn. And I'm, again, just want to express gratitude that she's here taking the time to help everybody on the power team. So Candace, thank you so much. You're awesome.
I appreciate you. And you know, guys, listen, here's another thing I want you to know. The story doesn't have to be mega big. This story can be a small story. You know, one of the number one stories that I love to tell is the story of Jason Stone, one of my business partners. Father of 5, construction worker by trade. We live in Pittsburgh. They laid him off, tried to go get public assistance. And they said, you don't have, you know, you couldn't get unemployment. You didn't have enough time in. Couldn't get public assistance because there's a shutdown going on. What did he do? He turned to Hempworx, My Daily Choice. In his first 30 days in business, he did over $3,500. That's a lot for a father of 5 who had no income coming in. So it doesn't matter the size of the story, just tell the story. So I want to move forward a little bit because, you know, and I noticed that, you know, in this industry, talking and coaching and mentoring and training a lot of people, and I'm going to be honest, I said, I'd rather hurt your feelings than harm your future. So some people are going to get a gut punch tonight. And I apologize. You could call me Mayweather. You could call me Mike Tyson, but I'm going to throw a couple blows today because here's why. The first quarter is coming to an end. quickly. The second quarter is about to begin. If you didn't get what you wanted in the first quarter, it's because you doubted your abilities. And when you doubt your abilities, here's what you have to understand. It's all about mindset. And when you start looking at the mindset of the business, you have to understand the only one who can save you is you. Okay? Aaron can want this so bad for you, but he can't save you with it. Because if you take one step, Aaron will take two. But then you also have to understand the only one holding you back is you. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell you a couple little stories, because what I do know, and for anybody who's on here watching, and some of them will be my team who stumble across the video, what I know is in Hempworx, in my daily choice, you can make excuses or you can make money, but I promise you, you're not going to make both. So what you have to do is you have to understand to eliminate your excuses. You have to turn around and build your mindset. Tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about mindset, and then I'm going to talk about strategy. But what I had to realize in this business, Aaron, is who cares where I was? What matters is where I plan to go. You know, I could sit back and say, I could not see success in this business. And I'm going to be really real with you guys right now. I could sit back and say, Candace, you can't go and be successful in this business because you're the girl who grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. You're the girl who lived in a single family household. Your mom had 4 kids, 2 baby daddies, worked 2 jobs, and still got public assistance to take care of you. You're that girl who they, you know, when everything was counting you down, everybody also counted you out. You're that same girl who out of 3 years out of your youth life, you dealt with your daddy laying on top of you. So you weren't designed to win. Catch that, guys. Real story. You can also be the girl who says the excuse that my sister was murdered at 21, so I can't go out and be successful. I got to go do something else. My brother was murdered at the age of 35. My nephew OD'd at the age of 21. There's going to be things that you're going to find excuses as to why you don't need success, why you can't go get success. But you can't allow those excuses to win, because what I do know is this. All of those are reasons for you to lay down, no matter what it is that you went through. But you need to look at those and identify those as tombstones. And you need to be prepared to turn them into stepping stones. Those are every single niche in your history, in your past, what went on, what hurt you. All of that is designed to help you. And it's designed to push you to greatness. But what happens is you start doubting yourself, and you start believing that you weren't designed to win. You start believing that you weren't created for greatness, but you were. So I know that was a little bit of mindset talk, but here's what I want you guys to understand. Until you know why, your how to do this is not going to matter. Until you know why you need Hempworx and the business to work, the strategies that Aaron and Kathy teach you aren't even going to matter. It doesn't matter. They could talk to you about strategies until you're blue in the face. But until you decide why you need this to work, the how Power Team gives you is not even going to matter. So tonight, I want you to write 2 columns on your paper. 1 through 5 on the left, 1 through 5 on the right. Here's why. What I tell people is you need to have 5 things that push you to want success, and 5 things that pull you. And I got to take my coat off. I'm getting myself a little warm over here. You guys got me fired up tonight. So here's with the 5 things, 5 things that push, 5 things that pull. The 5 that push you. I never want my mom to have to be in the winter again and get her gas cut off and sit in 20-degree weather for 3 days, which means I need money. I never want to have my husband go work as a police officer again, because a lot of people don't know this. My husband was at the Pentagon during 9/11. When 9/11 happened, I could not talk to my husband for about 20 hours. I was pregnant with our first child. I never want to have to kiss my husband on the lips when he goes to work and say, be careful, be safe, return home safe to me. I never want to get the phone call that says the Pentagon was just hit and we don't know if he's alive or not. I never want that to happen. And when we moved back from DC to Pennsylvania, he became a coal miner going 700 feet underground. He was on rescue missions. When the ceilings would collapse, he's pulling out hurt miners, dead miners, all this stuff. I never want that phone call to be, it was my miner at that time. So give yourself 5 reasons that push you to success. You got to get out of where you're at. You don't want that to happen, but then you also need 5 things that pull you. Now, my 5 things that pull me, just to give you an example. Yes, I want the black Mercedes S560. Yes, I want the 8,638 square foot home called the Monticello with the full basement with the 2-lane bowling alley and the 25-seat movie theater. Yes, it has to have a 4-car garage and that in-ground Grecian pool. And I'm very specific about what I want. So you got to have 5 things that push you, 5 things that pull you. So on those days, because in your first year in network marketing, it talks about how this business is a roller coaster ride. You have ups, you have downs, you have way, way downs. But until you can identify exactly what you want on them down days when you feel like just throwing in the towel and giving up, you're looking at the fact that you need to be able to pay for your child to do this, or you need to be able to pay for this bill. And that's going to give you the drive and the determination to keep going, because I'm going to be honest with you. This industry can be a nasty industry. And if you don't have the right mindset, and if you don't understand why you're in it, you're going to give up. You're going to give up like Aaron trained about in Phoenix, 3 feet from gold. You'll be 3 feet from striking gold and you'll give up because you don't know why you're here and why you're doing it. So you got to understand your why. Now, as I move forward, in regards to building the business and understanding my why, then we go into the how. But before we even go into the how, here's what I want you guys to understand. And I want you guys to write this down on your notebook. Sacrifice. You know why you want to do this business now. But let me be honest with you. What are you willing to give up to go up? Are you willing to give up empire so you could build your empire? And it's so crazy because, a lot of people will say, hey, Candace, the industry looks really, really good. I just don't have time. When will you ever have time? And it's so crazy. And I wrote this down and I figured this out. Aaron, a lot of people will say that's their number one excuse. I don't have time to do that. Well, I want you guys to write these numbers down. There's 168 hours in a week. Out of the 168 hours, let's just say your 9 to 5 makes you commit 50 of them, 50 hours a week for work. That leaves you 118 hours a week. Now, Aaron is a gym rat. So he goes to the gym maybe an hour a day, we'll say, 7 days a week. So we got 118 hours minus his 7 hours in the gym a week. That gives him 111 hours. Out of 111 hours, let's say Aaron gets a full night's sleep of 8 hours a night, 7 nights a week. That's 56 hours a week. When we do that math, guys, there is still 55 hours left in the work week. And you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't have time to build a legacy for your family? You're going to sit here and tell me that you would rather give, and forgive me for saying this because I was a corporate employee, but you would rather give more time to your 9 to 5 than building your 5 to 9. I hope you catch that. It's crazy because Aaron and Kathy will do these power trainings, but do you show up for them? Do you take notes for them? Because it's one thing for somebody of his stature to speak to you, but then if you write it down and don't take action, it means absolutely nothing. But the crazy thing is, my mindset in my 9 to 5 was, I was there an hour early on Monday morning because I had to be at my Monday morning meeting. I had to be at this meeting. I had to be at that meeting. I had to go to this training. I had to go to that orientation to build something that ended up slamming the door in my face. But if you do that same type of commitment with a fraction of the hours, your legacy will never slam the door in your face. But are you willing to build it? Are you willing to grind for it? Are you willing to sacrifice for it? You don't always have to go out to Working Women's Wednesday. Why don't you treat Working Women's Wednesday in your own home? Why don't you pour yourself a drink, open up your computer, jump on a training and start implementing some of the strategies that he gives? Because I told you, I watched every single one of his training videos. I knew a lot about this business before I even said yes to this business. So they're giving you he gave you the GPS. You got the vehicle, Hempworx, which is like a Bugatti, one of the most expensive cars in the world because it's the best business in the world. Then Aaron and Kathy turn around and in your Bugatti, they put the GPS in there, which is your power team trainings. But will you turn on the GPS to get the directions to success? Because you see, what you have to realize is a mentor like Aaron can take you every place that he has been already. He's been 5K. He's been 10K. He's been 25K. He's been 50K. He's been 100K. He's getting ready to go 250K. And some of us are still sitting, yes, turn up. But some of us are still sitting here saying, well, I need the strategies to go 5K. He gave them to you. Did you implement them? Probably not, because you wouldn't be saying, I need the strategies to go 5K. So listen, as we start talking about this, you know, one of the other things outside of sacrifice, and, you know, to be honest with you, when I joined Hempworx, Aaron, my sacrifice, and guys, I recommend everybody who has kids in a family, you do this. April 1st starts off the second quarter of the year, championship season. But you got to understand, you can't win the championship with your practice squad. So you got to get your practice squad ready. You got to sit down with your husband, sit down with your kids, take them to Red Lobster, Chili's, Applebee's, and have a real talk with them. You know, for the next 90 days, starting April 1st, there's going to be some things that I'm not going to be able to do. There's going to be some movies that I miss, some games that I don't get to go to. But I promise you, at the end of this 90-day run, when I get to X rank, this is what we're going to do. Mom just needs a little bit of time, or dad just needs a little bit of time to focus, because I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you. Have a talk with them. Let them know what you're doing. My 17-year-old, I'm not even going to lie, Aaron, my 17-year-old comes in from school every day, kisses me on the forehead. Did you hit your 100K yet? Because he knows at the end of 100K, he's going on vacation. So he's kissing me on the head, asking me, no, I didn't hit it yet, baby. Okay, go ahead and go back to work, Mom. Do what you got to do. And I kind of like, no, we are going to family dinner tonight. He's like, no, I need you to hit 100K. But, you know, have a conversation with them. Let them know the sacrifices that both they have to make and you have to make. But listen, as we go forward, another thing that I focused on is, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, Aaron, but there is power in your tongue. There's a such thing called the power of I am. And what I do, and I'm giving you guys my own strategy, I speak daily affirmations to myself, daily, because I could be sitting here and say, you know, I'm never going to go 100K affiliate. This isn't going to work. I could sit there and say it because you guys are probably sitting there saying it to yourself. But, you know, I speak my daily affirmations, and I'm going to say them to you real quick and let you guys see what I talk about. But, you know, and I got them memorized. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the lender and not the borrower. I'm loved by God, chosen by God, and protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm humble. I'm wealthy. I'm strong. I will never be broke another day in my life. I will live the fullness of life and all that He has for me. I will grow multiple legs of international business. I'm looking for those that are looking for me. I am a money magnet, and successful people are looking to join my business every single day. I'm building multiple legs of seven-figure businesses that will create legacies around the world. And I know that whenever I do that, I'm already putting it out in the universe, and all that can happen is the universe can give it to you in return. Number one. Number two, I'm going to show you another thing, and I know this is completely off topic, but I believe in the power of your words. My team does gratitude statements on a daily basis. And it says, I'm happy and grateful now that I am earning $50,000 a week at Hempworx. Why do I do that? Because when I joined my prior company, I would write, I am happy and grateful now that I'm earning six-figure income. Boom, hit six figures. I'm happy and grateful now that I'm earning $250,000. Boom, hit that. I'm happy and grateful now that I did a half. Hit it. Happy and grateful now that I'm seven figures. Hit it. Because it's something like the book, Aaron, The Secret. You have to make room for it, right? So I'm making room for it, and I'm already letting the universe know what I want. So, okay, let's get back to where we're going, because I told you I was going to go way left field on it. Forgive me. You know, write this down, guys, because one of the things that I do know is numbers don't lie, but people do. So, you know, one of the things that we're doing is we write 3 boxes on a piece of paper. And don't write the boxes big enough to write words in it. These boxes are big enough to write numbers. And I'm going to draw it out how simple it is. 3 boxes. 3 boxes. That's it. Small little boxes, okay? And here's what these 3 boxes stand for. Because you're going to find yourself making excuses all the time. But before you even start to make an excuse, here's what you need to know. You got to know your numbers, because numbers don't lie, but you do. The first box, how many people did you peak today? The second box, how many people literally watched the whole presentation? The last box, how many people did you close? And if you call Aaron up with a complaint and he says to you, what's your numbers? Don't be surprised if he hangs up the phone on you when you said, well, I talked to 2 people today.
So let me just repeat that. So we have, how many did you peak for the day? And to clarify, peak, meaning just connecting, reaching out, making contact?
Correct. So just people that you've actually talked to about the business or the product. So you actually had a business or product conversation with them. You piqued their interest, whether it was, you found them in a group because they're in, let's just say, a PTSD group. And I'm not even going to go into any claims, but we already know what a product can do for some PTSD. So let's just say you connected with them and you shared some value about the product or the business. That's your peak. You got them interested, inquiring, inquisitive, because let's be honest with you, curiosity kills the cat. So that's your curiosity box. How many people got curious about what you got? The next box, how many people did you actually get to show a product video or a presentation video to? Where you literally piqued them so well that you offered to send them to a video, invite them to a call, and they literally watched it. At the end, how many converted to customers or affiliates? Pre-enrollees don't count. Because to be honest with you, if it's free, it's for me. Matter of fact, if it's free, I'll take 3. Everybody will do something for free. We want to talk about how many did you actually close? Because at the end of the day, the close is what pays your bills. The pre-enrollees, it's great to get them in the system because by default, and I love the system. I use the system like, if you're not using the system, man, you're taking on too much of a workload because that system will do a lot of the work for you. But peak, show, close.
And if they were to put pre-enrollee somewhere, it'd probably be in between peak and show, because you pique their interest, they're interested. Of course, they're going to pre-enroll. So that's part of the process. Next is they're watching a presentation. So that's the second one. And then finally is the close. How many customers and or affiliates? And would you also put a sample in the close column, or where would you put a sample?
I haven't really put the samples in the close column, but I probably should, only because you still locked them in as a preferred customer. They still have the ability to be able to upgrade. So we can go ahead and include the sample pack in the close.
I love it.
We're still closing them into the business. They still paid for something.
Right. They still had to open their wallet, pay something. So you still at least made a close. Wow. So this is something people are keeping track of on a daily basis. So maybe every day at the end of the day, you should have 3 numbers. It may be 10, 5, 0, 10, 5, 1, 10, 5, 2, 20, 5, 3, whatever that is. And then maybe if you're green or analytical, you're going to keep track of these every day. So have a spreadsheet, have a notebook somewhere, and every day write down these 3 numbers so you can, hold yourself accountable and maybe even get your team doing this with you. And you guys can every week or whatever, see what your numbers were, add them up. And at the end of the week, say, oh, here's how many peaks I had for the week. Here's how many shows I had for the week. And here's how many closes I had for the week. Just throwing some ideas out there. I love it.
And that's absolutely what we do. Like my team, I created like a spreadsheet for them to be able to track it. Because then think about this. If you said that you wanted to be able to recruit 1 new person per day, 30 people a month, but off of your numbers, you peaked 20, showed 10, closed 1. Okay, so that means if you want to do 30, that means you need to show 600 people, or you need to peak 600 people that month. Out of the 600 people, you got 300 people who watched the video. Out of the 300 who watched the video, you got 30 new enrollees for the month. So this way, and it's perfect because I'm one of those believers, and if my team is on here, they know I say it all the time. But if you aim for nothing, you hit it every single time. So you got to know your goal. But in order to hit the goal, you got to know your goal. Because I promise you, if you don't have a goal, and you should structure out a goal, my team and I, we go through a goal planning session, both monetary, to where, you know, if you could pay one bill this month, what would it be? And it breaks down, we break it down based off of how many affiliates or customers they need to hit that goal. But if you don't have a goal, that's just like a why. Because here's why: if you don't have a why, you're not going to do anything. But if you don't have a goal, if you aim for nothing, Aaron, you hit it every time.
Now, the spreadsheet, people are asking, I mean, the spreadsheet could be as simple as get an Excel spreadsheet, and every day you have the date, and then you have 3 numbers. You have your peak, you have your show, you have your close. It's really that simple. And then the next day, you put in the numbers again, and then you can just keep adding them up for the week, add them up for the month. Anything to add to that?
No, but that's definitely what I did. And I actually created something a little bit different for my team. And then I always recommend that they have, is mine right here? Hold on. It's right here. We keep it in the day planner. So at the top of the day planner, like when we go into it, it'll have something like, let me show you. So it'll have something at the top of my day planner. We're up here in the top corners of these numbers. That's where I'll actually go and put it in. So today's goal, and then I'll draw my little boxes over here and just put it in your day planner, print it out on a piece of paper. Guys, listen, a spreadsheet or the lack of one should not be a reason why you're not tracking, because you could get a 90-cent notebook at Walmart and track it the same way.
Boom!
Draw 3 lines down it. Make your own column. This is my peak. This is my show. This is my close. And then write the date on the left-hand column. So listen, you don't have to have a track. Don't use that as an excuse. I'm one of those ones. Listen, I give the hard love, Aaron. I'm sorry. You might be all coddly and mushy and lovey-dovey. And I'm like, no. Go get yourself. Listen, you need a spreadsheet, Aaron? Here you go. You just need a piece of paper.
I love it. Hey, a lot of people are asking for your affirmations. Here's what I would suggest. As soon as we're done, this video, the recording will be right here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to each affirmation that she said just a few minutes ago. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to write it down. I'll hit play, and then I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to write it down. So that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to keep it simple, guys. We can just go back and we can listen to this again and take notes. I'm just blown away. I mean, I just want to just quickly say that some of this stuff, I mean, I'm all about tracking. I love tracking. We teach this. It's all about the daily exposures, how many people watch the presentation every day. And the reality is, though, and I always say this, a lot of people just aren't willing to do it. A lot of people just don't take this business that serious because their why is not big enough. And one of the most powerful things that you just said was, what are you willing to give up to go up? You know, when you look at any 6-figure earner in this industry, they're willing to make the sacrifices. They're willing to give up things in their life to bring in new things. And that's what she's talking about here. And this exercise, I cannot stress this enough. The push and the pull. Wow. I mean, I'm just going to, you know, I just want to really quickly, because I feel that, you know, it's important. I just want to just share a couple quick things here on the push for me. These are some of the things that push me. This is an exercise everyone has to do. Make sure you do this. And these are the things that, without me even writing them down, and now they're written down. And I believe that this is going to help propel my business to the next level. Now that it's written down, I'm going to be focused on this stuff, like hyper focused. But these are things that really have pushed me. And a lot of the reasons why I've been able to create some of this success is because of this. I never want to have a job again and live paycheck to paycheck and have no time with my family. That pushes me. That motivates me, because I remember that feeling of working 2 jobs, having no time, being paycheck to paycheck. I never want to have another car repossessed. One of the worst feelings in the world. Like, I never want to have that happen again. That pushes me. I never want to not be able to pay the bills and have the water and the electric shut off on my family. I don't know if any of you guys have had that happen. That's happened to me. My wife was very unhappy, and These are things that push me on a daily basis to make sure that that never happens again. Find something that is going to push you, whatever it is, write them down. And when things get tough, when you're having a challenge, when your business isn't growing, when you're not enrolling people and you're getting frustrated, bring this out. Let this push you on a daily basis. And then write down what are things that are gonna pull you. For me, we just got to check one off the list because of this business. We got to take our girls on a Disney cruise.
Woo, woo!
Like their dream came true. I mean, the feeling, the look on their face, the experience, it was priceless. What are some things that are going to pull you? You know, now one of the things that we're going to do next when we hit our next goal, and it's so funny you said that, Candace, because my girls are like, all right, Mom, all right, Dad, when are you guys going to hit your next promotion? When are you going to hit your next rank? So they're pushing us because they know big things will happen when we hit our goals. So the next thing, our girls we live in Florida. We've never been to Disney. And so we don't want to just go to Disney. We're going to get an annual pass. So when we hit our goal, we're going to get that annual pass. And every 2 to 3 months, we're going. And we are just going to Disney it up for a whole year. And it's like that experience is priceless. And so find those things in your life that can push you and can pull you to keep going, to push through the frustration and the doubts that you may have. Because as I always say, if we can do it, you can do it. I just had to share that because, man, this is like, powerful stuff, Candace. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
That's
I mean, you have so much. You have over delivered, like so much more than I'd even expected. Well, you got anything else? Is that who's that back there?
Take that off your face. This is the athlete. This is Javon Jr. So one of my wives.
Hello.
This is Mr. Parker, Mr. Aaron Parker, and the team. But that's definitely one of my whys as to why this thing got to work. So I do have, if you don't mind, I do have couple little things to finish off with.
Absolutely.
I mean, if the chat's okay, I'll make sure that they say that it's okay. But if they can, give a comment, a thumbs up, just to let us know it's okay.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Are we done? Where are we at? Hit thumbs up on the video. Drop a quick comment. Who wants more from Candace? Woo! They're blowing it up.
Give more. Let's see.
All right, let's go. Who wants more?
I'm seeing them. I see them absolutely. Go to Nuggets. Thumbs up. Keep going. Thumbs up. More. Okay. Hey. I will give you guys a couple more. When Aaron said, he took the chance to write this down. One thing that I forgot to say is, when I speak to people and I have my team write them down, I don't just have them write them one time. There's this beautiful little thing called a Post-it note. And I have them write it down, whether it's on a Post-it note or whatever. But I have them on my Post-it notes. And I have these in my car. And I have it right by the odometer. And you know why, Aaron? Because when I'm driving down the road and I have to call somebody back, and sometimes you just don't want to take a phone call because you just had a crappy day. And it makes me look down saying, okay, I got to call this business partner back, or I got to call this customer back, or I got to call this person. My whys are written on a Post-it note in my car. And I'm not even going to lie. I go and get a dry erase marker and I write my why and my affirmations on my bathroom mirror. I have a huge bathroom mirror and I'll write it on the corner. Why? Because I'm brushing my teeth. I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm grateful, I'm healthy, I'm strong. I will never be broke another day in my life again. So then I know that I get them done. So I recommend you keep them in your wallet, in your car, in your bathroom, because everybody goes to the bathroom every single day to wash their face, brush their teeth, use the bathroom. While you're there, remind yourself. While you're in the car, remind yourself. While you're sitting here working, remind yourself. While you're out at a road show and you want to skip out from training to go over, especially in Vegas in October, remind yourself that it's more important for you to be in the room than at the slot machine. So just remind yourself. So I'm going to keep going real quick. The other thing is know your product, know your research. You're in a product-based business. So the important thing is that you do market research on your own product plus your competitor product. because I had somebody on my team today say, oh my gosh, Aaron, do you know like CVS is getting ready to come out with CBD oil? I'm like, well, Stroman's has a competitor called like there's multiple different competitors. Get excited that somebody else is coming into the marketplace because you got ammunition to fire back. I bet you their product is not US Hemp Roundtable seal of approval. I bet you they can't give all their COAs and all their lab testing. I bet you they don't just have 2 ingredients, CBD oil and hemp seed oil. I bet you their carrier oil is probably MCT oil, glycerin oil, water, or I bet you their extraction is, you know, ethanol or acetone. Know your product. You're okay with competition. Because see, if you don't have competition, you don't have a reason to validate why your product is better than anybody else. Be okay with it. Other thing is DMO, daily methods of operation. Guys, you don't just get on Facebook just to get on Facebook and scroll through the news feeds. You know, with my team, we structure out a strategy that, you know, we add 10 new people a day to our Facebook page, to our following, to our friends list, whatever it may be, because you want to expand your audience and expand your network. It's called social media because you need to be social with other people. The other thing is as you're adding these people, make sure that your profile is not private. But when you add these people, make sure that you're connecting with 20 people a day. You know, when we go from that, guys, here's a tip, big tip. Aaron and I talked about this in Phoenix. Your roadshow events should be the launch of your business for that city. What do I mean? We're going to Wichita, right? We're going to Dallas. We're going to Houston. What if you went to Facebook and you just typed up in the top toolbar, people who live in Dallas, Texas, and you scroll through the list and you find people who are not your friends, but you start connecting with them, adding them as a friend. And you send them a message like, hey, Aaron, my name's Candace. I just came across your profile on Facebook. I noticed you lived in Dallas, Texas. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, you know, would love to get to, you know you, learn you, whatever. Oh, by the way, I sent you a friend request. Most cases, they accept it. Here's why. You start building a relationship. Boom, you're going to be comfortable with letting them know that you're going to be in Dallas or you have a roadshow event going in Dallas. So in the next 30 days, you could build a relationship with them to invite them to the event. Or once you add them as a friend, they become nosy because curiosity kills the cat. You're now on their friends list. So in their news feed, your banner for the Dallas event pops up. And because you've connected with them, they see that post, they're going to stop, pay attention to it, and maybe even ask you what it is. The other thing is, guys, understand this. As you're in this business, as you start bringing in customers, as you start recruiting affiliates, you are a leader now. You have to lead somebody to that next stop, to that next destination. See, your goal is leaders create other leaders. Aaron is not doing, you know, the power team trainings to create followers. He's doing it to create leaders. And a leader is somebody who will call on Aaron and not lean on Aaron. And I hope that makes sense to you. But understand that as you become a leader, your team is only going to do what they're only going to do what they see you doing. If they see you're not getting on the trainings, they're not getting on the trainings. If they see you're not edifying Aaron and Kathy, they're not going to edify Aaron and Kathy. If they see that you're not edifying, you know, different stories in the team, customers, product testimonies, they're not going to do it either. If they see you not carrying a 90 volume point auto ship or more, they're not going to do it. If they see you not promoting the business or actively talking to people, they're not going to do it. So you have to be the example leader. And you have to be the servant leader as well. Finally, get to events. Lastly, become a professional inviter. Invite. Aaron did a Facebook Live last night, I believe it was. I got notification that he was live doing a presentation. Be a professional inviter. It's okay. Listen, matter of fact, be a professional promoter. Because Don King was Mike Tyson's promoter and he made a hell of a lot of money. And all he did was promoted events. What if you promoted every opportunity call, every event? Don't you think you would make a lot of money promoting the events and inviting people to attend them? And here's the crazy thing. You don't have to invite them knowing everything about the business. You know, myself, I teach people to say something like this. I call up my good friend, Aaron Parker. Ring, ring, ring. Aaron, answer the phone.
Hey, Candace.
Hey, Aaron, it's Candace. How are you?
I'm great.
Man, did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, no, I'm good. What's up?
Listen, I need you to do me a favor. Can you do me a huge favor?
Of course. What? Anything.
Here's the thing. Aaron agreed to do me a favor and he don't even know what I'm going to ask him. I could have asked him to rob a bank with me, but I didn't. So he asked me, sure, what is it? What are you doing tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, Aaron?
I don't think I'm doing anything.
Okay, listen, Aaron, I got my one foot in the door with this home-based business and I'm getting ready to put two in. But as my friend, I really value your opinion. And before I jump in head first, I just want you to take a listen to this information and just give me your honest opinion about this business, this product, and because you've known me the longest, to see if you think that this business would be a fit for me. So as my friend, can I count on you to do that for me?
Of course.
Listen, guys, because if I know Aaron is having a 9 o'clock call, I'm not going to try to sell them the business. I only want their opinion. And I let them know, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm not going to try to sign you up for anything. I just want you to hear this information because I know when they come to Aaron's opportunity call, Aaron's going to sell them. Aaron's going to try to sign them up. So I'm not lying. All I'm going to do is ask him for their professional opinion. And if they can get on the call and listen to it, as my friend, I value their opinion. Can you get on this call and listen to it to make sure I'm making the right decision?
Wow. Guys, can you do that? It's so funny. It's so funny, Candace, because I know that we do these live presentations, Power Team, every Wednesday night. And it's funny because the people who promote for them and they have people show up, they sign people up. But then other people don't. And I'm not.
How does that happen?
I'm not like, I'm not like screaming at the team and like, you have to be there. You have to promote for it. Like some people do, some people don't. And, it's like, it works if you promote for it.
And they always say some will and some won't. Finally, last tip. And I promise you this is the last tip. Don't be afraid to do favor calls. Favor calls. And guys, I'm going to run it to you real quick. Let's just say I'm calling up my good friend. I see Allison on. Congratulations, Allison. I see Allison on. Let's say I'm calling up my good friend Allison. She's not even in the business. And I call up my good girlfriend and I say, hey, Allison, it's Candace. Did I catch you at a bad time? She's like, no, girl, what's up? Listen, will you do me a favor? I'm known for asking for favors. Yeah, Candace, what do you need? Girl, listen, I was just at the Phoenix event and I heard some testimonies about this product called the Trim 365. And I know how you've been looking to lose some extra weight. And I just want to ask, as my friend, will you do me a favor and purchase this product and try it out? We have a money back guarantee. And I promise you, Allison, if it doesn't work, you can get your money back. But will you do me a favor and support my business by purchasing this one product?
Mic drop.
Ask for favors, guys.
Wow.
Build the list. Aaron, here's what they got to do. Build your list based off of who do I know that, and I don't have my product sitting right here, that want to lose weight. Who do I know that needs more energy? Who do I know that uses a multivitamin? Who do I know that hits the gym and needs some peak? Who do I know that needs more sleep? Who do I know that has they need to focus more? Who do I know that drinks coffee? Build your list off of that and call these people and ask for a favor for them to support your business as a friend and purchase one product, because I know you love coffee, Aaron, but this coffee also has, chaga and CBD. This is what blah, 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 blah. Can I count on you as my friend to support my business by purchasing a product? Ask for a favor. That's all I have to say.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Did you guys write that stuff down? I mean, these scripts are brilliant. They work. It's so simple. It's effective if you do it. And, the fundamentals of this industry is, who do you know? Who do you know? Can you do me a favor? Can I get your opinion? Imagine if you watching this did that, what Candace just taught, and you lead by example first, and you go do this with everyone you know, applying these strategies, and then you get your whole team doing it with you. Boom! I mean, her team is exploding because they do these simple things. So, my goodness, you have, I don't know how much I need to pay you for this training, Candace, but you just let me know, and I'm gonna throw you a bone or something, but seriously, anything that I can ever do for you, let me know. This was absolutely incredible. So much value that you just shared in the last hour with the team. I'm just so grateful. I mean, listen, I shared this with you in Phoenix when we had dinner. In this industry, sometimes when you have leaders that are in other teams, sometimes they do some of this, right?
Right.
And I've experienced it. I know that Candace has probably experienced it. But when we got together, it was like boom.
Yeah.
We just meshed.
Yeah.
And I felt such a strong bond with this amazing individual and her husband. And I just feel like we are gonna just absolutely crush this business.
Yes.
And I'm just so grateful to be working with you. And I mean, golly, it's just it really feels great. It really does, to have another leader out there that I can run with. That's not even a part of the power team.
Listen, we're running top speed, and we're not going to run out of breath. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys, power team. Aaron and I are going to do our due diligence to take this company to $1 billion company. And I don't mean to be cocky. I'm very confident. We're going to do this with or without you, but we would much rather do it with you, because we know if we do it with you, we'll be able to help you create some legacies as well. So listen, Aaron, truly love you and Kathy so much. I thank you, just for being transparent with your story in the beginning, to allow me to use that story to build my business. And, a lot of people in this industry can't be transparent or won't be transparent because they're afraid of what people think. And I thank you for having that leadership mentality that I don't care what they think. I'm going to let them know what this business does. And I thank you just for being open, honest, and transparent, because guys, you don't know the gold mine that you are sitting on with the story of Aaron and Kathy Parker. And you just got to learn how to tell their story, because I promise you, if you could start telling their story and stories of Allison and Carlos and Ron and all the stories that are in the company, that's what's going to make your business feel like you're building it effortlessly. Because I'll be honest with you, people in this industry don't care what it's doing for you. They want to know, who are you attached to? And especially if you haven't seen results yet, they want to make sure that results can come because of who you're attached to. So Aaron, know that Javon and I, we love you. We love your leadership, your mentorship. We thank you. We're grateful for you to be using your story. And I'm excited to be on this tour with you guys. And again, hempworxevents.com, guys, there's going to be more training like this in detail at these events, and they're going to be exclusive to the events. So listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't meet us there. You're going to have to beat us there.
Wow. Well, listen, I'm so grateful, Candace, that you took the time to do this. Guys, just in the comments, give Candace a massive thanks, please. This was incredible. And one final call to action. If you got some value, hit like on this video. Again, if you're here live, this will be available as a replay right here on the same page. You can send this recording out to your team. I know this is probably going to get blasted everywhere, but I think it would be best, if possible, that we keep this within the affiliates. And you could even tell your prospects. You could say, listen, I was just on this training, and oh my gosh, talk about the training. And as soon as you get started and you join the team, I'm going to send you this training. And you're going to get to learn from Candace, and it's going to blow you away once you get started. So Candace, thank you. You're awesome. I will see you in Texas.
Yes. April 13th, guys. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Good night.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time on the next video here on the Power Team YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, be sure to click subscribe. We have a subscribe button so that as we have new trainings and new videos that come out, you will be first to know. Make sure when you click subscribe, you also click the bell. There's a little bell. Click the bell. That way you're notified when we have new trainings that are posted here on the Power Team channel. Thank you, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And we will see you at the Hempworx road shows. And all roads lead to Vegas. We are 6 months away. It's in October. There's going to be up to 10,000 people in Vegas. Don't miss it. We'll see you there.